The Linda O'Leary trial is now in its final week. O'Leary has pleaded not guilty to careless operation of a vessel in a crash that killed 2 passengers in another boat on Lake Joseph back in August of 2019. CTV's Mike Arsalides is covering the trial for us from Parry Sound, Ontario, and joins me now. Mike, first of all, we haven't heard from O'Leary in court yet. That is set to change from my understanding here.
Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. That is when we will hear from Kevin O'Leary for the first time in this trial. He'll be doing it via Zoom. He has work commitments, as we are well aware, south of the border in Los Angeles. He will be appearing at 6:30 a.m. local time to give testimony to the effect that he was the eyes and ears on that boat that fateful night of August 24, 2019, while his wife, Linda O'Leary, was driving the boat, a Cobalt. This is described by experts here who testified as the Mercedes of boats. And what happened on that night around 11:30 will be heard in greater detail from one of the passengers of that boat, Kevin O'Leary, tomorrow.
Okay, and what happened in court today, Mike?
We heard more testimony from the Crown's final witness. This was a member of the reconstruction team. He was on a boat that basically recreated the paths that they believe those boats took on that fateful night. And essentially what he was doing was taking pictures and recording video using what's called a safari, like a GoPro camera, to figure out exactly what the course was when those boats collided in the middle of Lake Joseph at around 11:30 on August 24th. And the defense had its chance to cross-examine that officer today. That was Constable Mark Phillips. And Brian Greenspan, the lawyer for Linda O'Leary, basically asked him, you have no accurate idea or exact idea of how fast the boat was traveling, the O'Leary boat was traveling at the time of the crash. You have no indication that any of Linda O'Leary's actions contributed in any way to the collision, which unfortunately resulted in the deaths of 2 individuals, 64-year-old Gary Coltash and 48-year-old Uxbridge, Ontario mother, Susanna Brito. So now we're going to hear from Linda O'Leary's husband, Kevin O'Leary, on Wednesday morning for the first time on exactly what happened, what the circumstances were. We've heard all along that the second boat, the Nautique, the Super Air Nautique, driven by Dr. Richard Roux at the time, did not have its lights on. And we know that because officers have given testimony to that effect. And in fact, Richard Roux was charged with failing to operate the stern light, to show that stern light at the time of the crash. So what the defense is arguing is, at the time of the crash, Linda O'Leary, she was captaining her boat, had her lights on, and was in total darkness, and crashed into that other boat, which carried about 12 passengers at the time, and they were said to be stargazing on Lake Joseph. It was a clean, clear night, wasn't very much current in the water, and then this tragedy struck. So we're going to hear exactly how it all went down from the mouth of Kevin O'Leary tomorrow on Zoom from Los Angeles.
All right. CTV's Mike Arsalides joining us from Parry Sound, Ontario. Thanks so much.